Hey everybody, my name is Tucker and welcome back to Mental Motors. Today we got something pretty fun for you. Well, I guess I should say tonight. It's around 8:30 here, but figured we'd take a crack at doing some light painting photography on the Viper in the garage. This has always been kind of a style of photography I've wanted to try for a while now. I've taken a crack at it a couple of times here and there, but never really been successful or never really fully tried, to be honest. But, you know, I figured enough's enough. It's time to actually be serious and try to do what I think is going to be a pretty awesome style of photography here with my dream car that I've always wanted. So what better time to try to practice it than now? So as many of you probably know, it can be pretty intimidating to try new things. And often that's what makes it so easy to put those things off, right? You know, it'd be easier to not do something than to do the really intimidating or scary thing. But sometimes doing that intimidating or scary thing can really be worth it. And so while I think we're doing this on a very small scale with photography, I think it's an important kind of life lesson to remember from all of this and, you know, kind of keep in the back of our minds, I guess. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be doing light painting photography. And while I am by no means an expert at all, to just kind of briefly explain it, the general idea, so to speak, is that you can use either a flash or, you know, an LED wand like this, and through taking multiple exposures or multiple different photos under the lighting while changing the lights here, mainly turning them off and illuminating different parts of the car for different shots and then stitching them together, you can actually make some really cool images. So what I thought is we can kind of do this together. So while I'm doing this, my wonderful fiance is going to help out at points here and there to hop in and hit the brake lights, but I'll take you guys along for a point of view kind of ride as to the goofiness that is going to be highlighting this car and taking about a bazillion shots. So let's get after it. All right, first things first. Let's button this guy up here. Awesome. All right, so we got the camera set up here, dog set up there, and my wonderful fiance set up inside the car. So first of all, we're gonna just take a base shot to kind of expose just the car and the lights, you know, and see what we're working with right here. And so you'll see I got the camera set up on a timer here as well as a tripod. And so essentially what that's going to do is help us make sure that we're taking the shot from the same location and getting the same angle and everything without, you know, any differences or you know, stuff like that in between all the different composite pictures that we're going to take. So let's see what we got. Takes a little bit to process, but awesome. Yeah, so that's the base image, and then from there we'll keep working. All right, so now just to get some, you know, added real flair and pizzazz out in the back over there. Yeah, awesome. My fiance already knows where we're going with this. Gonna get her to get on the lights, or on the brake lights a little bit, illuminate it up real quick, turn down that. Awesome. Just to add a little bit of mood and flair to it, right? A little bit of spice. All right, so now that we got the all the background kind of stuff figured out, well, at least the beginning background stuff figured out, let's start working on the actual car itself, right? So for this first shot, we'll work on illuminating just the front. All right, let's see what we're working with here.
I have to tilt this out without, you know what, that's gonna move the camera. Yeah, exactly. Awesome. That is just like what we're looking for. Perfect. So now it's just gonna be basically repeating this on and off, and we'll go from there. Gotta admit, this is way harder than I thought, because the light source unfortunately keeps kind of getting trapped in the shot, but at the same time I'm trying to figure out how to get it properly lit from up here. So let's see, how'd that come out? Okay, yeah, far better. So you can see there, it's, you know, the light is way up here, but we get the effect down there that we were looking for. You can see earlier here, we were having a little bit more trouble. That's all right, right? It's a learning process. All right, so now let's try to work here on this roof section. All right, so I think that roof one was good that we just got, but something that I know a lot of the professionals say to do is just try to get as many shots realistically as you can with these things, you know, time permitting, of course, just because it's going to be one of those things where it's, you know, you're going to have mistakes and you're going to need to, you know, have different options and availabilities and stuff like that. And it's just easier to prepare it in advance for that kind of stuff, right? So cover those bases on the front and makes it a lot easier on the back end. All right, so for this one, we're going to try to get the body panel as much as we can here without getting the light in the shot. It's going to be kind of tricky here. Let's see. Did all right. Better to take some more though, right? So we're really having a little bit of trouble with this side shot here, but that's all right. Practice makes perfect on this. So I think I got enough of the back portion, I guess, but I need to get this section right here up front, this little vent. So let's make sure that we get that all covered. Awesome. That should definitely be enough. Hopefully we didn't get in the way on that shot. Let's see. Yeah, we gotta do that again. That's all right. All right, so I think we've got it mostly figured out here. The basic process is pretty straightforward, and you know, figured it out and stuff. It's just kind of making sure attention to detail and making sure that you get every little various body panel and angle and everything. I won't bore you guys with the rest of my commentary here, but just kind of continue to do a little bit of the shots, make sure we got everything, and then we'll get you back into the studio. Whew. Well, it definitely took a little bit more effort than I expected it was going to at the beginning of this, but I think we got all the shots we needed for at least, our first swing at this. I mean, like I was saying at the beginning of this video, I'm not really intending to be perfect with this by any means, but really just try something new, frankly. Realistically, that's kind of the whole theme about this, as well as just really the utility and the purpose of having passions and hobbies in general. So while I got the photos and everything loading here up onto the computer, don't think we're going to dive too much into the post and editing stuff, just because frankly I think there's better tutorials out there for that. While this is loading and I get ready to do some of the editing work, I think it'd be nice to just kind of talk about some of the benefits of hobbies and stuff in general. So, hobbies or passions can be really great things to have and pursue in life. Obviously, of course, they can be fun things, right? They give us enjoyment, but frankly, it can be a really good way to blow off steam and stress and be outlets for daily life stressors and things like that. And as well to something that people may not really consciously think about much, but give your life a meaning, a purpose, something fun and engaging to really attach your identity to. For instance, me with photography. I've never been really into art and stuff like that, and realistically, entering into the art scene or sphere overall has been something that's kind of been new to me over the past, I'd say, 3 years. But it's been really awesome so far, and I really enjoy kind of exploring it. One of the really awesome things that I found about photography is, frankly, it's just kind of helped me be more appreciative of just kind of the general beauty in daily life and things like that, right? I mean, it sounds almost kind of silly, but, after spending so much time looking through the lens and kind of working on how to frame shots or, what's going to be the best angle of this picture or something like that, it kind of imparts almost a sense of new looking for that stuff elsewhere and just kind of in daily life. And I found that to be a really, honestly, awesome thing that helps me just find more happiness throughout the day. And I guess that's kind of another point that I'm trying to make here is some of these hobbies or passions or little interests, say cars for instance, can be great ways of finding happiness throughout the day. I know myself, for example, and I'm sure my fiance could definitely confirm this, but whenever we're walking around downtown or something like that and I hear a nice car go by, it instantly puts a smile on my face. So this is kind of fun thinking about those little ways that some of these passions can be more than just like fun things for us, but really, honestly, healthy and beneficial things. Alright, but enough about me blabbing, right? We've had enough of that. I think it's time to open up some of this editing software here and get to work, and then at the end we'll show you the final image. Hope you like it. Hey guys, so yeah, clearly didn't get that finished last night. I was a bit tired and definitely just better to take a rest and crack at it when I actually have some energy, right? But so I got the image all finalized here, and we'll put it up on the screen, big screen in a moment. But while it certainly isn't maybe perfect or professionally great or anything like that for sure, I'm still really happy with the results. Especially for realistically, this is my first time ever light painting, and honestly, I'm just glad you can even tell what it is. And so. Yeah, I mean, and honestly, that's all right, I mean, this was really just about, as corny as it sounds, the journey of trying something new and a new strategy like that, as well as just kind of, frankly, enjoying a hobby of mine, being photography and cars and Vipers and stuff like that, right? Now, that being said, after seeing this picture, light painting is definitely going to be something that I'm going to be doing a lot more of. I've always loved this style and been really envious of other photographers who can pull it off, and while there's definitely some more learning to be done for sure, it's definitely something I want to keep doing. So kind of along those lines, we'll definitely be doing more photo shoot kind of videos like this, more point of view photography shots like that as well. Not just in my garage, but out during the day doing some awesome cool spots and stuff like that as well. But yeah, I think that's all I got for y'all for this video. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.